Natalie, congratulations on being Thor. You were amazing. I got to start there.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Now, I have in my hand the first Jane Foster becoming Thor. It's not an easy book to find anymore. I would love to hear from you. Do you have, after being part of so many cool franchises, have you accumulated any cool comics or collectibles or anything that's been a gift or you've gone out to find and be like, I need to buy this one. This one's cool.
It definitely is amazing to have these, Jane as Mighty Thor comic books that Taika gave to me the first time we met as this kind of kernel of an idea for what this could be.
When this book was published, you had already been cast as Jane years earlier. So I would love to hear back then, did you have kind of a moment of like, oh, that's what they're doing over there? Like, how did you first hear about that? And did you think it would ever be possible for you to carry out the role?
I never did. I really was excited by the idea of playing an astrophysicist in a movie of this size. I thought that was such a cool opportunity to get to portray. And then the comic book that had this idea of Jane becoming Mighty Thor only was published in 2014. So it was like several years after I had started being part of the film. So that's when it started coming up as an idea.
Sure. When you returned to the Marvel Universe, it was Avengers Endgame, but you didn't film anything for Endgame. I think it was only voice work. At that point, had the conversation started? What was it like to kind of dip your toes back into the Marvel Universe before the extent you came back for Love and Thunder?
The conversation had not started yet, and it was really fun to get to be included in that, ultra, everyone in the universe being in one story that is so all encompassing. So I felt very lucky to get to be part of it at with minimal work, of course.
I know there's multiple versions of the hammers. And you had, I assume, even more than Chris ever had, because you had a broken hammer, that pieces were flying off. There's heavy hammers, there's light hammers. What was it like to train with different versions or have different versions on set? How many did you have?
There were several versions, and there's even the invisible version, because a lot of the time, and I would even venture to say most of the time, you're working with nothing, which was really helpful to have Chris there, and his experience with it kind of guiding me through how to look like you're wielding it, even when, you're really, holding nothing.
Sure. Are there any other Avengers you think it would be fun to get in the ring with, work alongside, or go face to face with?
So many characters that I would love to work with. I mean, I think there's so many incredible women now in the MCU. I'd be thrilled to get to work with any of them.
Well, I hope this is just the beginning. Would love to see more. Thank you so much for the time.